Verse number 46. Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. As we discussed in the last class, while talking on verse number 45, that Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Always our attempt, our sadhana is towards to improve our sattva quality. So the more we have sattva quality, the less problem, less worries and anxieties, less conflict we will have in our life. That's why a sadhaka cannot be a gross person. If the grossness is in you, if the tamas aspect is predominant in you, definitely sadhana will not work. That's why to avoid these sort of things, the basic qualification or basic instruction in sadhana is get up like Brahma Muhurtam, early morning. And to make sure also that the grossness from anything must not take over you. That's why you can see, including these are the called sadhanas I am giving you, tricks and techniques you might have seen. So austerity means what? Any sadhakas, you see, they will not sleep on mattress. They will have, only on the ground, putting a pie, putting a grass things, or on a plank or whatnot. Why it is being highlighted? Because when you sleep on a mattress, especially any cloth related, cotton related thick, it absorbs your energy, especially negativity. That's why time to time these cloth materials are being given, especially this mattress and other things supposed to give in sunlight. Just I am trying to tell you why and how, logic. Not for anything, because you people look at hygienic part, we do look at the energy part. So the grossness of anything, starting with the object, then of course food. Food has also grossness. Food also affects. That's why in every temple, when the food is offered to the deity, this is how we maintain the energy in the temple. So when the food is offered to the deity, technically speaking, even though God do not eat, no gods eat, but by smelling they get it. By smelling, still they can take the grossness of the food. So to remove the grossness of food aspect for a deity, after that we have this camphor arati. So we show the camphor to remove that grossness, that, what we call really tamas aspect of the food, so that the energy of the deity is being maintained. So what I am highlighting, that's why after food we have discussed in our TTC and other places, other times, that after food you are supposed to wash your face. You are supposed to wash your feet if you cannot at least put 2 drops of water on your toes, big toes. To make sure that you are disconnected from food. Because if you are connected to anybody or anything, this is called grossness, okay? Please understand. If you are connected to anybody or anything, that connection, let us say subconscious connection, subconscious connection means without your knowledge you are connected. That brings the grossness in you. How? So here, to make sure you are improving, that the grossness must not take over you, must not predominant in your life. So when it is being highlighted, O Arjuna, means here, O sadhakas, make sure that you are growing out of these three gunas, restricted zones, and make a predominantly sattva, means make more and more sattva in your life, so that you will grow out of, you will not be affected, you will not succumb to the pairs of opposites, both external and internal. And of course, then what happens? Nitya sattvasta bhavaha. That means must not come down from sattva level. Because life is all about what? If you look at your life, if we divide, maybe 10% sattva, 30%, 20%, 30% rajas, rest tamas. Depends upon you, okay? Just I am giving the example sake. So don't take it literally. Maybe 1% sattva, who knows? 20% or 30% rajas, rest is tamas, who knows? So it depends upon you, okay? You can say, no, Swamiji, 99% sattva, 0.5% rajas and 0.5% tamas. Thank you very much. You don't need class, okay? Please get out. However, so your tamas, rajas and sattva defines your functioning. It literally reflects in your day-to-day life how you function, how you respond, or how you react to any given situation. So let us not get into too much. That's why make sure how to reduce. Because when you don't work for yoga and kshema, to make sure that you are not working for yoga and kshema. Because yoga and kshema, please understand, if we say yoga, this is what beautiful concept we have, which I didn't talk. What is yoga? So yoga we discussed, what is not being achieved yet, you want to achieve. So that is called yoga. Now tell me, whatever achievement is related to your prarabdha karma, of course purushartha is involved, but mainly prarabdha. How to make use of achieved things, that is called your purushartha. We have beautiful saying. There are few things, I have to recollect that verse, but let me go in English way. Beautiful verse is there, I'll get you sometime. There are few things. They don't come behind you. In fact, they are in front of you. Like starting with the land. Land, whatever land you will get, it is already there for you. You don't have to worry. The house, you don't have to worry. Even if you break your head, you will not. Remember this, if it is not there, even if you break your head, it is not going to come to you. Progeny means children, is already there. If not there, don't worry, you are not going to get it. Your husband or wife, again, already there. If it is not there, you will not get it. Remember this. In fact, there are many things, I would rather say everything. This is called understanding later on, okay? Is governed by your prarabdha. So if that is the case, wow, we'll see next verse, okay? I'm preparing for next verse, okay? So after 2 verses is coming, so that's why I'm developing that. So that's why for yoga you don't have to break your head, you keep working. Don't focus on what to get, what not to get. Don't calculate. Don't create a balance sheet of your life. This is the problem with people. Every time you create a balance sheet, how much has got in and how much is going out, then what is the profit? Hey, what is this? This is not life. Life is to be balanced, not to increase your profit. Okay, you understand? It is not a company. Hey, remember, your life is not a company. Life is a life, okay? Make sure it has to be balanced if you want to really focus on balance it. However, coming to the point here, that when yoga is being taken care, of course kshema will be taken care. Means protecting what you have. Hey, who are you to protect? In fact, you are being protected. As I told you in the last class, unless you think that you are another stupid like Hercules. So if you want to be a Hercules, please be a Hercules. Carry the whole globe on your shoulder, nothing wrong in it. It's good for photography, you understand? I don't see any meaning behind it other than photography. That's why what you need to do here is make sure, develop the trust. So that once you start developing the trust, that yoga and kshema will not bother you. Allowing yourself in the hand of the trust, which is really something amazing. Then what happens? Then only you become the master of yourself, not the slave of your mind either. Then next verse, what we are supposed to see? When this happens, he gives a very beautiful comparison in order to prepare for the next verse. The comparison is this, that those who are limited in thinking, whom you call as common people, their life is focused on me and mine. And what is that me and mine? Somebody said me and mine means me and me. That is called mine. I really respected that person, okay? Swami, you know what is me and mine? I said, yes, please. Me and me. That is called mine. I said, thank you. But in reality it is. You call mine, my child. You call my husband, my wife, my house, whatever mine. What is that mine? As long as it is connected to you. If me is not taken care, that mine will be called as mine. Just suppose the house, let me not go to the person, okay? Person is very personal, emotion will come up. I don't want to talk. I don't want to dig your emotions, because later on I will have my problem, okay? So I have to be in safe position now, okay? Like I have to protect myself. So now let us talk about any house. You call as my house. Fantastic. If that house is not connected to you, it doesn't take care of you, brings all sort of problem, creates all sort of problem, lot of tax, lot of this, lot of that, you discover is really painful. Now tell me, will you call that house is mine? You will call as a problematic house, you understand? You will look for to get rid of that house. That means mine is mine as long as that mine is connected to me and takes care of me. So that means they are called common people who are focused with reference to me and mine. That's why I said limited thinking. This is the example is being given. Let us say you have a small whale those days, okay? Nowadays, whale is very rare to see. So after a few years, you will see whales will be preserved as monument, okay? Everywhere it was whale. In fact, I saw also in Europe, especially in Romania, I saw a lot of whales. Till now it's there. On the roadside you can see, as you pass by, I saw a lot of things like India we had those days. So anybody can drink water from the whale. However, coming back to the point, whale has got limited resource. People go sometimes crazy. And moreover, each whale has got different types of water. It's an amazing thing to observe. Because suppose a whale is being built, is a dog here, just 10 meters I have really seen this. Just 10 meters away, another whale is a dog. The water changes sometimes. So coming to the point that the source or resource, better word, resource of this whale is limited. And especially in summer, the owner of whale go crazy. And if the water is good, especially, because everybody will come there to take. And I have seen those days in my childhood, I have seen it, all these things in India. Early morning people start, pulling. And of course we had this caste system. There are different castes, they cannot come. That's another taboo subject. Let it not get into why and how it was there. It has its own meaning, okay? However, coming to the point very carefully, that the whale has limited resource. So each water that you pull it up, you have a proper planning. Being limited resource, all your focus is on that. So that means your priority is always on limited resource. Can you see this point? So wherever you have priority or you have created a priority, you consider that is limited in nature. So anything that creates limited thinking in you, that becomes first priority. How? I'll give you a beautiful example. When this iPhone new series releases, that's a beautiful example, okay? So people go crazy to get the first copy, second copy, because these people also are smart. First day, they will release only few copies. You understand? So, few pieces they will release all over the world. Now, they create such a big demand. What do? How to get the first piece of that iPhone? Like that in South India, especially in Tamil Nadu. South India means they call the Tamil Nadu only, but actually South India is big, okay? But unfortunately South India means only they think only Tamil Nadu. However, in Tamil Nadu people are crazy, okay? I don't know whether some of them are crazy for this or not. I hope not. This one movie when released, the first movie that one crazy fellow is there, okay? Still alive. That fellow's first movie. People go crazy. How to get the first ticket? Hey, as though if you don't see that movie, nothing, something is going to collapse. Nothing will happen. That stupid fellow is remaining. You will also remain as another stupid, okay? But people are crazy. The way I am talking, if they listen to me, that's all I am out. That's why I am not mentioning the fellow's name. You understand? So what I am highlighting here is the limited thinking creates priority in your life. So whatever is priority or what you create as your priority is nothing related to your limitation. Can you see this point? So if your priorities are related to your limitation, is it really healthy? Will you be able to grow out of it? That's why by attaining to your priorities, you strengthen your limitation, not see the growth. Can you see this point very carefully? Because all your priorities are directly connected to your limitations. Whether it's really limited or you have created limitation, that is another thing, another story altogether. So here very nicely is being highlighted the example of two. That the water means resources is in a small well. And another thing, the well is there, but everything is flooded. These are the two types of example, okay? Above the well, there is 2 feet or 3 feet water. Means it's completely flooded. Let us say in rainy season or flood or whatever. Now, we can look at these two examples in different ways. I remember Pujya Swamiji had taken this particular verse in different angles. It was really nice. Because you can be so stupid, stubborn. No, I want my well water. So what you do? Take a boat, okay? Go by boat and reach that well and put your bucket or whatever, pool, okay? It's my well water, you understand? Don't worry, people are there. In fact, if you look at yourself, sometimes you do exactly like this. I don't want to detail example better, you should find out for yourself. And if you cannot find out, let me know in the question answer session. I'll give you many examples, okay? So that means it's very clear. The limitation in you is the botheration. The more you hold on to limitation, the more you are, I would rather say openly, not only stubborn, but also all sort of funny activities happens related to those limitations. That's why you need to grow out of your limitations. Here he says, beautiful example is Brahmanasya, the one who knows knowledge, the one who knows the truth. Brahma janati te Brahmana here. The one who knows the truth. And who is that? Bijanata. For knowing person, what happens? He says beautifully, for him what? All Vedas. Because the comparison is there. There is something called Karma Kanda, then called Veda. So common people hold on to Karma Kanda like a small well. If I do this karma, I will get this result. Now because of this result, my karma is important. You understand what I am trying to say? Forget about karma kanda is gone. Now how much salary I will get based on that this, okay? How much benefit, not salary, benefit also. How much benefit will I will get based on benefit, let me do this thing. So all your priority is related to your insecurity towards your benefit. Can you see this point? So that is being highlighted here. So that means you are always driven by. You may call as, for my benefit, for my growth, for my, survival. Some in Hindi we have a papi pet ka sawal. Papi pet ka sawal. What does it mean, papi pet ka sawal? There is nothing called papi means sinner. The stomach cannot be papi. It has to be always what? It is a punya, okay? It's a very bad word they have used because of this Muslim dominance in Hindi especially. I'm sorry, I have to bring this point. Every movie in India and Bollywood movie, this comes. So coming back, all this, because this gets translated to different languages later on. You cannot think of yourself as a sinner. Why? For what? That's why make sure that the water is everywhere. You have limitless resources. So when you have unlimited resources, why to limit yourself? That's why you can see when you look at yourself as limited in nature, you are related to limited things. Have you not observed? The way you are, accordingly you relate. I am repeating. The way you are, accordingly you relate. Not only you relate with people, with object, with situation, also way of relationship. So it is you, not the relation. But unfortunately, always you look at relation, you blame or support or you work for a relation. Have you not observed? And the more you do that, the more you get drowned yourself. Then after some time, mind becomes tired. So when mind becomes tired, like when a child, very nice way of looking at a child, cries, mother knows, okay, let that fellow cry. After crying, gets tired, sleep off. Because every mother is basically a good teacher. So how the child after crying sleeps off? You also do the same thing with reference to relationship. Not necessarily people, with any object, with your job, with everything. Because I am acquainted with it, you understand? I am habituated with it. It's okay, Swamiji, it's okay for me. You understand? Please, again, be clear and careful. That the limitation in you is the source of all sort of conflict in your life. And as long as you do not look at the seed, but you try to focus on different aspects, different things that is connected to your limitation, that's the most painful thing that you can do in your life. That's why what you need to do, please understand, to grow out of this limitation, you need to understand the concept of karma. Because you think that the result of karma will help you to grow you will grow out of your limitation. But remember, it is wrong. Because the karma cannot make you to grow out of your limitation. It will complicate your limitation. You understand? I am using the word. Karma will not help you, will not bring you the result for your limitation, but definitely will complicate your limitation. In fact, you love complication. How? Long back story has not come. Let him bring some stories, okay? This mullah. Poor mullah, sleeping long time. So today he thought of coming back. So one day mullah went to a master, thinking himself that he is best person, and he is there. Look, oh master, I don't trust anybody. Master smiling said, better. So if you don't trust, so what is wrong in it? Good. No. Because this is the problem with people, the so-called smart people. What they say, you go along with them, then they will say, no, Swamiji, I have come for a different purpose. Please. If you support them, bad. If you don't support them, also bad. Okay? So I prefer always not to support them. It's better. So, or support them, better to support them, so that let them get destroyed, okay? So that at least there is hope they will come back. However, so then I don't trust, okay? No, but I have little bit trust in you. What happened? You don't trust anybody? How? No, you are such a great master. Okay, fine. What? Actually, I am an unhappy person. Then the master looked at, what is that in your hand? Actually, because I don't trust anybody, all my savings, gold and everything, I have put it in this bag and carried. Wherever I go, I carry. Master was amused. Hey, this fellow is really nut. Nothing is going to happen. So while talking, what this master did, snatched that bag and ran away. Imagine. This poor fellow did not trust anybody. Now little bit trust was there on this master. That's why he came to become happy, to become peaceful. Now all his savings gone once for all. Now this mullah started running behind, but this master was running faster. But the master was making sure that the distance should be minimum, not too much. Like few hours of running, after that master, okay. Because when discovered this fellow no more can run behind the master, then this the master sat down. Mullah went. Moment reached, not talking anything, nothing. Straight I went and grabbed that bag, okay? And got the energy and asked, what sort of master you are? I thought you are the trustworthy person, but I discovered you are the most untrustworthy. Trust unworthy or untrustworthy or whatever. Now tell me what to do. That time, the master smiled and said, how are you? Mullah says, how are you? Yes, I am very happy, excited, I am happy because I got back my things. That time, the master said, to teach this much, I did all this drama. And if you look at your life, you are exactly living like that stupid idiot mullah. You understand? When your limitation is complicated, you derive some type of happiness out of that. Can you see this point? By making your limitation complicated, you derive some type of happiness out of that. That's why day by day people are becoming complicated. Have you not observed? Because by complication and resolving back, complicating, resolving, you live your life. And more you are able to complicate, more you are able to resolve, you are called a successful person. And of course, in corporate world, you are hired for it, okay? Because few fellows are here, so let me also hit them today, okay? Not few, almost everybody, okay? Except few. So, coming back here, what you should do? You must know the process, the understanding or the purpose of karma, which is being taught in the verse number 47, which is a very important verse and highly misunderstood. In every religion, this verse is highly quoted without bringing, and all the religious approaches are based on this verse. Of course, in a wrong way. Especially if you come to Hinduism, like, do your duty, do not expect any result. Have you ever heard this statement? Do your duty, do not expect any result. In fact, every religion thrives, not only survives, thrives because of this statement, directly or indirectly. God will take care. Hey, when God himself could not take care of himself, how can he take care of me? You understand? Hey, let the God take care of himself first. That will be the great thing. When he was helpless with reference to his life, how can he take care of me? I don't need that, okay? That do your duty, don't expect any result, has no meaning. And where it comes, let us read this verse so that we will see tomorrow. Karmanyevadhikarasthe ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturvho maste sangasto karmani. So this verse is highly misinterpreted. Anywhere you see, any book, you go to most of the translation, this verse number 247, you can type and find out. Finally come, do your duty, do not expect any result. Please understand, nowhere Krishna has told this thing, nowhere teaching will highlight this. If teaching says this thing, I don't need that teacher. Fantastic. So you listen, your cat also listens, okay? So, coming to the point. So, you will not come across the right meaning of this verse. Each one do talk differently, but this verse is nothing. It is just a statement of fact. And what is that? We will see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnas Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shant Shant Shanti.